counter is a guy sitting and reading The Dreaming Jewels, which was done in paperback. It's The Synthetic Man, right? It was a terrific book. And this guy's sitting there, and he's reading this thing, and Ted says, watch this. And Ted walks over to this guy, and he says, God, how can you read that awful trash? And the guy says, yeah, you know, you're right. And he goes, zip, and he flips it over his shoulder into a garbage can. Ted had spilchies. Ted fell to the floor and immediately began to foam. It was a terrible thing to see. Larry Niven, whom I've known since he was a fan before he started publishing professionally, one night he won at a Worldcon. I don't know what it was. Either I had won a couple of Hugos. I guess it was the science fiction convention Worldcon where I won a couple of Hugos. And for some reason or other, Larry had a hold of them. I don't know why. He was taking them somewhere or other. He's in an elevator, and the kid says, wow, where did you get those? And Larry says, Harlan Ellison's giving away all his Hugos. All you have to do is go up and ask him. He'll give you one. I was deluged with lunatics coming up and demanding I give them my awards. I never forgave Niven for that. I wanted to push him down an elevator shaft. Didn't happen. And the final story that I wanted to tell was about Bob Bloch. Dear, wonderful, sweet, dear, good Bob Bloch. Bob Bloch was at a roast. They did a roast on Bob. And it was everybody stand up for hours just dissing him and ripping him up and down. And finally it came Bob's turn to respond. And Bob got up and he stepped to the dais in his elegant fashion that he had. And he stood there for a moment, and then he removed his earplugs and said, I'm pleased to be here. There are wonderful stories about science fiction writers. They are all a little demented, unlike me. They are a little crazy. I want to tell you about a new writer that if you don't know about, you should know about. That's the way I want to tag off these anecdotes. Jack McDevitt. You got to get Jack McDevitt's books. This is his latest one, Eternity Road. You've seen some of the others, The Engines of God, A Talent for War, Ancient Shores. They're terrific books. This is the new one, Jack McDevitt. He's as good as any of the other writers I've talked about on this show. See you next time.